Hi, 3G team. This is your lesson 16 for Tuesday, September 17th, the zero and identity property. So today we're building off of the properties we learned from yesterday, commutative and associative, and today we have zero and identity properties. And scholars need to be able to first identify what the zero and identity property are, be able to model what it is, and then be able to use it in multiplication division sentences. So they're going to not only demonstrate that they can use models of these, but then actually use those models to solve problems. Our top quality criteria for success today is labeled equations, applying the zero property or applying the identity property, and thinking explain. Today, tomorrow, and every day is going to be our skill. The zero property of multiplication states the product of a factor and zero is always zero. The identity property of multiplication states that the product of a factor. Using these properties will help us solve multiplication problems accurately and effectively. I actually think that the big TED today is, today, tomorrow, and every day, I know properties of multiplication help us solve accurately and effectively. Then the sub-skills are the zero one and the identity one. This is building off of the fact that they already have commutative and associative. Great. So I know that this is the skill I'm going after. So now what are the components that show mastery of this? My mastery actually comes pretty specifically from here. I can prove the zero and identity properties by creating pictures or arrays to show the total when there are 0 or 1 in each group. I can use the zero property to effectively solve equations. And so I'm looking for pictures or arrays and then solving equations. So step 1 today is to identify what the property is. Step 2 is to prove with pictures or arrays, or step 3 is to solve with equations. That's our mastery component. We have 2 visual anchors, both of them are quite pretty. And I'm now asking myself, what's the tutorial and everyday statement and what are the mastery components? The biggest thing that kids are going to struggle with is honestly the zero property. It's very hard to visualize a zero of something in 12 groups. So keeping that in mind as you jump into the day. Step 1 is to identify what property is being used. So if it's 12 hen houses and 0 eggs, or if it's 12 hens and 1 egg, I'm going to first identify that this is the zero property. The zero property means anything times 0 equals 0. Now I'm going to create an array. This is obviously after I do the big problem and all that jazz. My representation is going to be my array. I have 12 groups. And I'm going to do something weird with this right now just so I can try and figure it out. 4 groups, 8 groups. And I'm going to split this. It's not going to be perfect. Now I have 12 groups with nothing in each group. So how much do I have in all? Nothing. Now my solve, remember I said my second step that I need to show mastery is creating an array. They have to be able to create that array. Step 1, zero property. Step 2 is your array. Step 3 is, and we'll go back to the front page, I can make sure that I'm right about it, is solving equations. 12 hens times 0 eggs equals how many eggs? We want them to be able to say 0, 0.